grateful to be here as well. And last week we celebrated Memorial Day, and we honored our fallen heroes, didn't we? And if you're a veteran and you're here today, I want you to know how much you mean to me and my family. And if you are here, and you will, we'd love for you to stand up so we can honor you properly. All of our veterans that are here today, would you please stand up? Thank you. God bless you all. God bless you all. And you have no idea how dear you are to me and my family. Because my mother, I lost her at the age of 95 years old in 2014. And all of my life, I remember Mom saying, in her little Polish accent, someone usually says it better than I do, but I'll say it. When those American soldiers busted through those gates, they looked like angels from heaven. Amen. So we truly owe our lives to our veterans today. And, coming from a Jewish background and growing up in a home with Holocaust survivor parents, I became a citizen when I was 9 years old with my parents at Ellis Island, and I'll never forget that experience. But we worked so hard to be Americans. I was proud then when I became a citizen, but I'm still a proud American today. Amen. Amen. Our country may be a little broken, but it's still the best place on earth to live. Where else can you go and do something like this? Outdoors and worshiping God and getting together, and I love this place. But just recently, last year, I kind of got a little wake-up call. When you wake up in the morning, you get this notification of the news of the day on your phone, and I happened to look at my phone when I got up, and I was having coffee one morning, and it was September 1st. And on my phone it said, September 1st, 1939 was the day that Hitler and the Nazis invaded Poland. My parents are from Poland. And I just closed my eyes and I let that register in a minute, and I thought, okay, if the war broke out and the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939, they probably didn't have a clue what was going on. There was no social media, didn't have radios really. Maybe you had a newspaper here and there, but honestly, I'd say the people didn't even know that the war had started or what was going on. And then I envisioned what that must have felt like, because the stories my parents told me all of my life about their concentration camp experiences, I just took myself back. And I thought, well, there were my parents in this agricultural town called Częstochowa, Poland, living their lives with their own families in their homes, young teenagers. And all of a sudden, in the middle of that day, somewhere, these big Nazi trucks come barreling through the middle of town. They park in the center of town, and they must have gotten on these megaphones. And that's when they ordered everybody in their homes to get out on the street. And they started knocking every door, every home, out on the street, out on the street. But the people didn't have a clue why they were going out on the street, so they just followed the orders. They went out on the street. But that's when my parents said, they made everybody lie down on the ground with their face to the ground. And they started separating fathers from mothers and children from parents. And you go here, and you go there, and you go there. Many of them to never see their families ever again. That's what my parents went through. Lost many. I never knew my grandparents, aunts and uncles. Most of them were killed in the war. But they followed what they were told to do. History has a way of repeating itself, friends. And if we're not vigilant about what we know and who we are, we've got to stand for God. We've got to believe in who we are. Amen? Amen. I didn't come to be political. I just want us to be aware of our surroundings and thank God for the liberties that we have today to be who we are. My daughters wrote a song a few years ago that touches my heart every time I sing it, because this is the place I go when I need Him.